and then we're going to turn this. There we go. Now we got a forward stem. We want to center that out between the forks and make sure we keep that perfect even. Right there, about like that. Then we're going to lock that down. First, pick the bars up. Set the bars in. Make sure none of your cables are twisted up or screwed up or connected wrong or anything there that's going to be funky. Then we fit this through here. And it's going to fit right over top of here. And we're going to drop it into here. Get that right on there. Start in screwing one. We're not going to do it all yet till we get a front wheel on. But we want these on and set so that we're here. And that is what we're doing. Just making sure they're snugged up like this. Alright, we got the front wheel on. Not hard at all, but required me to use some handwork there. And where did I put my wrench? Right here. This should be the wrench we need to tighten this stuff up. Should be. And it is. So we'll use this to tighten up our axle nut. There we go. Same on this side. Sweet and easy, but it is not a through axle. It's a simple one. There we go. Brake calipers in there. We are set there. Everything is good there. Now we can adjust the handlebars and the seat and stuff like that for where we want. Seat post, quick release seat post. Just guess and say we want it about right there probably. So right now we'll set that. And then let me see where I want the handlebar stem to be. So we can push this down forward. We grab my wrenches. So we can adjust this. So we're set here. We can adjust this up high or we can run it down low and more forward. Let's put it more forward. If we want to, see we can have it more this way. Tipped back, whatever we want. And again, I kind of like, because of my position, I like it to be about right here. I'm not really going to argue with that. I like it high. I got no complaints there. That's going to be fine for me. You know, it could be out here and have that riser and have to lean forward more, but I like the cruiser position. I'm kind of old. I like it this way. We're going to leave it right here. For me, that's going to be okay. I'm not going to have a problem with this. So, gotta get it to catch. There we go. There's one. And there's two. We're going to turn to Titan. See, it's nice. It gives you the option. So we're going to put this on here. We're going to spin it on as best we can. Remember, the pedal spins separate from the shaft. So if the shaft starts, see, like here's the pedal moving, but the shaft is not. We're ready to tighten that down with a wrench. So we grab our wrench, which is the same as this one right here, which is nice. And we put it right on here, put it right on there, and give her a snug. There we go. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Ooh, look it. Ready? Ooh. Man, oh man, look at that fancy headlight. All right, so we got to mount this dude. Should have a mounting bracket here. And again, we do have some amazing directions that I am paying no attention to. Going to even itself out. Tighten right up on there. We want it right on that top of that fork. There we go. But we have it together. The CYRUSHER. This is the Kommoda 2.0. All done, all set up, ready for what I'm going to use it for, hunt-wise, that kind of thing. We got her all dialed in. We'll take it out in the light and show you. We're going to drive it. We're going to do everything. Let's first take a look at some of the menu settings we have on this bad boy. So we hit the button here and we power up. We do have a key to be able to unlock this, which is right here. We'll show you that stuff outside. But while we're inside here where it's better vision, we're going to take a look at this. So you have all your controls. You can up, down for eco. You can go right through your pedal assist modes. That's what PAS is. All the way up to 5, which is your power mode. Go back down. You go all the way to 0. Now, when you are in 0, too, what's nice about this, dude, is you have a walk feature. So if I'm here and I need to walk my bike, if I'm in 0 and I press the down button for a minute, it's going to go into walk mode. Watch. And now it walks till I hit the brake. Do you see that? That's pretty cool. So you can use it and walk with it, and it does the work for you, and it'll actually push you along. So it's kind of a nice feature there, too. And, all right, so now we can also press both the up and down arrow at the same time. We can get into menus. Oh, hang on. You got to get them both same time. And it should bring up, and then we can go through our display options and go through here and set everything that we want to in there. We can go to advanced. Let's go back to display. We go there. We touch the button once. You can see we can set our wheel size. We can set our battery display mode, whether we want it volts or on or off. We can set auto anytime off. Display units is where you'll change from miles per hour to kilometers. Very good options in here. You got speed limit setting, which we had set to 99 miles an hour. Not that we're going to go that fast, but that's where we set it. And but you can see we got all these different options in here that we can go through and set things up, and then we can go here, and then we just hit and press the power. We're using the controller here. We just press that button again, and it's going to take us back out of there after 2 seconds. I would like to dive into, let's see what's in advanced settings. Let's click on that one. Range setting, what does this do? Let's see what this does. Let's just take a look at it. That's our 1 to 5 for our power setting on here. Okay, we're good with that. We'll leave it. Let's go over here. What do we, oh, let's go the other way. Let's go here. We got speed, magnetic number. No, I'm not messing with that. 0 start setting. 0, what is that? I don't even have a clue what that is. 0 start setting. Yes. Okay, we're going to leave that, but I don't know what it is. What do we got here? Power sensitivity. Let's see what that does. Actually, what is that? 3. That must be for your power, your pedal power sensitivity, I'm guessing. I don't know. These are advanced settings, so we don't know what's going on here with a lot of it. Start strength setting. We're at 3. Let's jump that baby up. Let's go straight to 5. Let's give that dude some power right off the gate. Let's see what it does. We're going to set that there. I'm going to leave. I'm going to change plenty of that. And then we're back to there. But those are our, then we press and hold it again, and we get out of this. And we press and hold it again, and we get out of here. And there we go. And so that's our settings on there. So that's basically your display on here. You have your speed. You have your control. You can see I got 1 mile on this thing is what I have already because I did drive it around a couple of times and take a look and see how things are. And we're going to put the GoPro on and drive. But first we're going to take you out and take a look at this. We do have our headlight right here. Comes on nice and bright as you can see. With super bright headlight. And we have our horn. And we got all, that's it. We got our 7-speed. Oh, we got to pull this thing off. Ready? Here we go. Oh, look at that. There you go. Okay, so we got her set up basically and dialed in. We got the suspension set where I want. So I have my float on here, my front fork set where I want. And I also have my air shock set at 150 pounds. I did lower it. I did put it back. I will say, sorry, I got a million things going on here. We got a new robotic lawnmower running over here. You can see it over there working. It's over there driving around, cutting my grass. Look at that little thing go. Doing all the work over here, getting things done, but that's what that box is. But we this pump here, this pump is pure garbage. This thing was absolutely worthless. I could not even get it to bite good, to hold on good, to do anything, to give you this pump, but that pump was a joke. So I used my last fit air compressor digital and just set it to, first I set it at 75, then I went to 100, then I went to 125, then I went to 150, and I set it exactly like I want. They do give you a chart. If I saved it, I don't know if I did or not, but they did give you a chart to give you a reference point. I probably did not save it, but they did. They gave you a little chart based on your body weight and size. Again, I got 7 million projects going on in here, so I may not necessarily have that stuff laying around no more, but they did give you a chart that shows you weight-wise what you should be at. So you do have that function. So, all right, let me pull this dude out and we can show it to you. All right, so here it is in all its glory. So what do we get here? Well, we get a nice 7-speed Shimano cassette on the back. We got a chain guard ring, a ring here. Look at how nice that is on both sides, so you're not going to come off, and it's going to protect it on the bottom, protected down here. Well done. We got actual alloy pedals. We like that a lot. All the other ones that I have are plastic pedals on all the other bikes that we got, so we like that setup on here. We got a Shimano Tourney derailleur on there. And we have just 1 speed on the front, 7 on the back. Classic right here as far as the Shimano 7-speed. Nice click through right here. Just go right up. You go down and up. And then here's for up right there. Just sweet, simple, and easy. I love the shifter setup on here. We have a twist throttle. Very nice. We have our display on here, which is pretty. As you can see, it's not too hard to read outside. That's good. Controls for that. Our horn here and our headlight here. And we do have our brakes. Brakes do have an adjustment inside of here, which is nice to be able to dial them in. And we have locking grips. That is a beautiful thing. None of my other bikes have locking grips, and these will twist on them. These are locking. I love that. Fully adjustable stem right here, so you can put that at any angle you want. We have motocross, motorcycle style forks on here. You will notice that they are twin tube all the way down forks, as opposed to a center spot with twin fork or fork tubes. This is a full fork all the way down. I love the look of that. That looks amazing on the front, and it gives us a lot of travel. This is an adjustment ring where you can just see how much you're traveling. So you put it there, and as you compress it, it will show you how much of the fork you actually used, is what that's for. We'll put it there and see what we do with it. But and we got the Yao Chang or whatever. What are these things? Chang or Chow Yang tires. These are some nice knobby tires. These are very good. I'm very impressed with them so far. These are 20-inch by 4-inch wide tires, but it's nice that they come with those already. On this one, on my Fido, they came with street tires. I had to put these tires, these CST BFTs on them. I had to put those on separately myself. This came with them already. We love that feature. 180 millimeter disc brake on this thing. Hydraulic disc brakes on there, so we're real happy with that. Headlights big and beefy, nice setup right there, and it works really good. Fenders are nice, and I like the fact that they are just a shorty fender with no crossbars. On a lot of these, you'll see, like even on Tina's and on a Fido and all that stuff, we have these. You got these metal support bars that come around to the back of the fender. Now they're a bigger fender, so they're nice, but really I like the look of that better than this one here, where we have the metal bars in the back holding that on. This one is a nice clean look with a shorty fender. Still going to be functional. We like that. And like I said, we do have full suspension on this bike. Full suspension. We have quick release on the seat post on here too. Nice gel seat. Big rack on the back. This rack is huge. I got my lock, whatever the heck, geez, oh man. But when I got my lock strapped onto there, I do have a milk crate on here. Again, this bike is going to hunt with me, and I have in here is all of my toolkit stuff. This is everything I need, from patches to tubes to pumps to tools. Everything I need is inside of this little bag right here. And then we have another one on the back here. This one is all my extra tie-down straps and connectors and all my little pieces there. People are going to say, why didn't you put one on each side? Why did you put one on the back? Well, this is where my bow goes. My long bow will rest right in here. This is on this side. This is my side to avoid. This is my side where I'm going to get off and I'm going to walk the bike. Having this side cleans means it's easier to wiggle between trees and stuff like that. I'll be on that side. I can wiggle this side through. That's why we have them like this and not one on the back. We do have a tail light on the back of this thing. Nice setup. That zip tie is holding my basket on. We got a place for a license plate there and a nice fender on the back as well too. Another 180 mil disc brake right there set up. Kickstand on there is perfect. We got our information right there, and then we have our battery. We can charge it off or leave the battery in the bike and charge right through that charging port. Sweet and easy. Or we can use the key and we can remove the battery. Pop the key in right here, unlock, push the button, the battery pops right out. The battery is this unit right here. This is the whole battery. Comes out real easy. Just put the key in, turn it, boom, done. And so sweet, simple, easy process. Beautiful setup. I love all the detail. I like the nice guards on the wires here. I like how everything is kept together nice and neat. I like that a lot, as opposed to mumble jumbled and just stuff wrapped everywhere, ripping around everything and just jammed together. I like how nice and neat and clean all of that is right there on the front. So they do a fantastic job on this bike. It's very impressive. And this is a 48 volt, I believe this is. I'll put those specs down in here for you. I'll put all the specs, the weight, the everything on here. But again, the suspension on this thing is where the dream is on here. I'll set you up on a tripod, show you up. So we have our front fork set, and when we hit that front fork, you can see that drop. Okay, we get all that drop in that front suspension. Then on the back too, you can see it. I have it set pretty stiff for me. Okay, but you can see our flex in this thing right here as we go back and forth and back and forth. So we have that control setup. I have mine a little bit stiff right now on the back side because I plan on carrying some weight back there too with my pack and my stuff on there. So, but that's beautiful, and love the step through. Look at how nice this is. I do not have to come in here and get over a bar and worry about tipping the bike or fighting with nothing. It steps right through. When I want to get off, I can step right through that easy, and then I can walk it around obstacles. So we love the design. We love the setup of this thing. It just fits the bill perfectly, and it does its job well. As you can see, the size is very adjustable. You can run this seat way up here high. It's going to fit from anybody from somebody who's 4'9" all the way to somebody at 6'4" that can drive this thing. We have full lockout on, or full lockout and adjustability in the front shock. Again, the air shock is adjustable by letting air out or putting air into it on a pump system on there. So we got 3-piece cranks, torque sensing on this thing. This is a beautiful bike in every kind of way. Nothing bad that you could say on this. I'm very, very impressed with it. And the comfort factor of it being full frame is just off the charts. This is so nice. You'll see that when we take it out and ride it. But what an impressive bike. Absolutely impressive bike, especially for the money. I mean, you think about that. For the price of this thing, you're getting motocross style front forks, full suspension, air shock on it, a quality rack that's massive in size. You guys saw that. Look at how big that rack is, even through this crate. Look how big this rack is and how many slots of adjustability there is inside of that thing. They do it so well. I mean, look at the size of that rack. And then you look at, like, over here on my Fido, which is a great bike too. Look how little this one is. Look how little that thing is back here. How small and skinny that is back here. But this one, this is a beast of a rack that they give you on this thing as far as a being able to fit stuff on here. I mean, that crate's on there, and I still got a ton of room all the way up in the front. They do it very well. Love the seat. The gel seat's very nice. So we got very high expectations of this bike. We're going to take it out and run it. All right, we are going to take her for a spin and see what she's all about here. And now, as far as the walk mode, like I said, if we're in 1, or 0, we're in 0, we press that down arrow. Instead of having to push this bike along, we can press that down arrow, hold it for a couple seconds, and it's going to start to go on its own in walk mode. Here it is. Now it's in walk mode. And you can see I can just sit here and walk this, and it's just going to do its thing until I actually hit the brake on there. But you can see I'm not actually doing anything, just holding it. And it's just going to keep going for me. It's going to walk with me, making my life easy until I actually touch the brake. So I can just walk along with this, super easy. And then when I touch the brake, boom, stops right there. Okay, so that does it. So nice features. We like that little option. Let me get my gate here, hold on. Let's pop this gate open, pull the bike out. And we're going to hit the kickstand real quick. And then we're going to take her for a spin. Close this up. All right, let's see what she does. We just upped that power to 5 right off the bat. I want to see what happens here. Let's put this in. We're going to go, I got to pull that off too. Let's take that out. Look at there. Ooh, doggy. All right, let's put that right in my basket. And let's take this up to 5. So we get the power. Let's see what's going to happen here. See, that's good. See, my Fido would lock. I could hold it back. This, I can't hold this back. If I try to hold this back, she's just coming up. She's just going. So there's no stopping that. So we like that factor. All right, let's see what she does here. Now, you got pedal assist modes in this. Like here I am right now, I'm pedaling. Let's actually drop her down to, let's go down to 1. Okay, so 1 is going 10.3 miles an hour. If that's just me pedaling here. Little bit of pedal, but it's torque sensing, so the more I pedal, the more power it puts into it. It's all controlled and relative, so it does a great job on that. How's our derailleur? I've never tried to set that up yet. Let's take this down to 1. Okay, just feeling. I can hear a little. We're gonna have to make a slight adjustment on the derailleur. I can hear it. So we're skipping that gear actually. We're actually skipping, and we are in 3, and 3 is skipping. We're not catching. 3 is not catching, so we'll have to adjust that. So we got to make a slight adjustment on the derailleur. Not a big deal. We'll just have to see which way we got to go. Upper gears seem to be working a lot better. They're catching. Yeah, but we got an adjustment to do on that derailleur. There's no doubt about it. Needs an adjustment on there. So, but we got set 1 going here. Let's jump it up to, again, and that's just me pedaling. We're kind of rolling through here. 10.8, 11 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour. I have the speed set all the way up to max on there as far as the inside set, but it's all going to be relative to your pedal assist. We go to pedal assist 2. Now we're going to pedal assist 2. Now you can see it's taking it up faster. We're getting up to 15 miles an hour. We're still in gear 6. Let's go up again. We go up to 3, you can see the speed taking off and going faster. We're not using any throttle. 15. God, this thing rides so nice. This thing rides so nice. Let's see how it does going up this hill here. In gear 6 on 3. It's doing a very good job. Nice. Very, very nice. It's a very steep hill. So it's doing very good. All right, and let's go up to, let's check 4. Here's 4, pedal assist 4. And we're not pedaling hard, we're just putzing along, as you can see here. We're not overdoing nothing. And we're doing 14, just fine. And again, if I put in any more pressure into the pedals, it's going faster. It's just doing its thing much better. 15, let's go to pedal assist 5. This is what they call power mode. And you can see it picking up. We're even still going uphill, but you can see it rolling along here. Just doing its thing and doing it very well. Now if I put more punch, look at that, if I put more punch in the pedals, and she goes. And she's gonna just want to go. It's all relative to how much, because it's torque sensing. See, if I'm just cruising, it's cruising. But now when I hit on the pedals, the more I pedal, look at that, she's cooking. Look at how fast, woo, we're slowing down. Okay, so like I said, no issues there whatsoever. Just straight up, pretty fast, pretty crazy. Let's see what we can do top speed with throttle now. Let's see how the throttle does. Let's turn around. Let's go back this way. Love these tires. All right, let's just hit her. Let's see what we got here. $18, $19, $20, $21, $22. We're gonna have to do it on this road because we're running out of road here. Hold on. So let's try it here on the corner after we run the corner. All right, let's hit it. Here we go. What are we at? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28.9, 29, 30, 31.2, 31.2, 31, 30. All right, we got to slow down here. Woo! So we hit 31.2 miles an hour. Can't complain about that one bit, not at all. So that's good. The throttle is very nice and smooth as it comes on power-wise. It's not very jerky. It's not pulling it out of your hands. It's not trying to wheelie away from you. It's very smooth and controlled, and we like that. Very nice ride. There's no doubt about it. It feels very, very good. Brakes are insane on this thing. They work fantastic, just like you would hope they would. Sure, we're clear. Yep. But I didn't buy an e-bike to pedal, so I have no interest in pedaling this thing, so I can care less about anything other than this, which is throttle. And as long as that throttle's taking me and doing what I need it to do, the rest of it is irrelevant. Like I said, I'll probably, the whole time I own this bike, I'll probably never hit the pedals unless I absolutely need to for some reason. I want throttle. But see how controlled that throttle is? It's not, you know, jumping and wheeling. It's very subtle coming on, and very controlled. But like I said, it's got the speed and it's got the power. It's just very gentle in its approach, which is very nice, because like I said, my other two bikes are very jerky. Tina's Magicycle, I love that bike, but I mean, that thing will wheelie away from you if you let it. This is very controlled, smooth power, yet we do have the speed. Look at how fast we're getting up to speed on this. So it is very, very nice what we can do with it. So we like it. Very impressed. Look at, I mean, even on a short little run, like I said, it takes it's smooth power, but it's getting up to speed without any issues whatsoever. Yep, very impressive bike. Very, very impressive bike. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 coming up, 22, 23. So like I said, just very, very buttery smooth in the way it goes. And it does a great job And oh, the bumps. God, does it smooth out the bumps so well. Such a nice bike. This is going to be my new hunting bike. It's got everything we're looking for, and it has the power. The power is key. I can hold this thing back, but it's not going to go jerking around. If I hold this, it literally will start. Oh, see, I can't hold that on my Fido. That Fido will go click, 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 click. This one, no matter what I try, I can't hold it back. I can't stop it. You know, so that's kind of a nice feature on here. So I like that. So that's a very good thing that we get that. So yep, we're happy with it. Again, smooth power transition. The power is there, but it's not it comes on butter smooth like that. See that? Look at that again. Watch here. As I'm not pushing on my pedal, I'm trying to step backwards, but as we hit that, it's very gentle and smooth to come in, which means that we are not going to get our, you know, you're not going to be all jerky, cattywampus and bouncing around. And we like that feature of not having to be that way. That is a beautiful thing. Look at this, all these bumps. Oh my gosh, it feels so butter smooth and nice with that suspension. Just perfect. I mean, just straight up perfect on every man. I mean, it's just so nice. There is no doubt about it. Such a great design. And like I said, on all these ruts and bumps right here, you don't even feel them. I can feel the suspension going. Look at this. You can hear all my stuff bouncing around. I mean, it's all just rutted out in here. Butter smooth. Perfect. Straight up perfect. So I like it. A lot of fun, great bike, great design, perfect system. The full suspension is phenomenal. Man, they just they nailed it on this bike. And like I said, so smooth on the power delivery as opposed to being very jerky on it. I like what they've done here. I like what they've. So there it is for you. The CYRUSHER Kommoda 2.0. And what a sweet bike. Like I said, butter smooth in every kind of way. The ultimate suspension setup, capable, powerful, functional. You can't hold it back. You can't stop it. Like I said, it would tow trailers. It's going to do anything you need it to do. Very nice bike. I cannot say anything bad about this bike whatsoever. Matter of fact, it is now my new hunting bike. You guys know that this was my bike that I was using for hunting, the Fido. You can see, look how dirty. I mean, like I said, I put them through, I make them work. Okay, they got to work around here for me, especially in the woods. And this one did a job very well. And it's a great bike. I'm not taking anything away from it. This is my new hunting bike. The suspension on this thing just makes it such a dream. This one had a little suspension in the seat post, a little bit, which was not horrible. But this one here has a lot of features and upgrades that this one does not. We're also talking more money. Great, you know, you look at the differences on here, but this bike is phenomenal. There is no doubt about it. Straight up phenomenal. It's basically very similar to Tina's Magicycle, but you get the suspension. I like that the battery is mounted on the top side, not the underside on here. Key lock setup on there. I like the headlight a whole lot. I like the non-wired shorty little fenders on this thing. I like the alloy pedals. I like everything about this. I like the massive adjustability in the stem. I love the dual forks, the motorcycle style forks on this thing. This is a sweet bike. This is my new favorite for what I'm doing, you know, for in the woods and stuff like that. This is gonna, and I had the tires came with it already. I had to spend $68 to get tires and take them apart and put them on the Fido to get off-road tires on here. This came with it already. So fantastic bike. Can't say anything negative about this. The quality of it's made well. The welds are phenomenal all over this thing. It is big, it is beefy, it is stout built, quality components. I mean, I am super excited, super stoked about this bike and what we're going to be able to do with it. So there you go. That is my review of the CYRUSHER Kommoda 2.0, and it is a very impressive bike. So much impressive so that it is going to be my all-time hunting bike right now. It has officially been converted to it. Would I love to have a basket on the front? Would have been kind of cool to have on the front of this. We don't get that option or luxury where you do on the Fido, you do on a Magicycle. With this style fork, you can't. As you turn those forks, you couldn't have a basket mounted on here. You'd have to mount it to this. And I almost did put one of these bags on the front, on the handlebar, and I mounted it there to see what I thought of it, but I didn't like it buried in behind all the wires in here. So that works a lot better. If you're not gonna run a crate on here, it'd be very easy to take both of these bags and hang them right here on the frame, and they'll guard, and they're not going to go anywhere near your wheel, but put them right here. You could do that as well too. So like I said, very well done bike. Very, very nice bike. Super excited. And again, I got all the specs here running for you and all the details, but cannot say enough good things about it. Quality components through and through, quality build on this thing. I love the simple display. I love everything about it. I love the locking grips are vital. That's so nice. Where on these, on my other ones that don't have them, I can twist this like that instantly. You know, I mean, look at how easy, it's nothing to it. So you got to constantly be adjusting these things to get that palm swell just right. On here, they're locking. You can't move that if you wanted to. It's perfect. Like I said, a lot of quality details in this bike. Very, very impressed.